The movie term for this video is the word MacGuffin. A MacGuffin is something that is in a movie that the whole movie is about, but actually has nothing to do with the movie. All right, I know it sounds confusing. Let's go back for a second. Alfred Hitchcock, who's a famous director back in the 1930s to the 1950s, he's the one who made up the word. Uh, Basically, the MacGuffin is something that is in the movie that makes everybody come together or go about their actions, but in reality has nothing to do with the movie. Let me give you some examples. In the movie Psycho, the original Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock, who coined the term, the movie is about a serial killer who, not serial, well, he is a serial killer, but he lives in a house and a woman goes to the hotel, blah, blah, blah. Well, in reality, the whole movie is about the money she stole in the beginning. That's the MacGuffin. That's the reason why she runs away in the beginning. That's the reason why Norman Bates finds her. That's the reason why she stays at the hotel. That's the reason why the cops come after her. But in reality, we never really hear much about the money at all throughout the movie. A more modern version explanation of this is in the movie Pulp Fiction. In the movie Pulp Fiction, there's the suitcase with the yellow light that comes out of it, and we never know what's in the suitcase. Doesn't really matter what's in the suitcase, but every single character in that movie is related to that suitcase somehow. Whether it's them going looking for the suitcase, carrying the suitcase, defending the suitcase, stealing the suitcase, whatever it is, but we don't know what's in the suitcase. So the suitcase really isn't important to the movie, but it's what brings everybody together. Another example is pretty much every movie has an example. Um, the Hangover. In the movie The Hangover, um, the groom who is getting married, the bachelor for the bachelor party, he is the MacGuffin. He gets kidnapped, he disappears, depending which movie you're watching, and they have to go find him. That's the whole point of the movie. He's barely even in the movie, but everything that happens in that movie is because of his disappearance and because of his party. He is actually the MacGuffin. So the MacGuffin can actually be a person, it could be a place, it could be a thing, it could be pretty much anything, and pretty much every single movie has some type of MacGuffin in it. One last example in the Star Wars, the original first one that came out, which was like number four. I never remember how that works, but the plans to the Death Star is the MacGuffin. That's because they're all searching for that. You know, it's in R2D2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's what causes all the action to happen. But in reality, if you think about the movie, that's the last thing everyone remembers about the movie. It's just what brought everything together. So that was the word for today in our movie terminology, the MacGuffin.